This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Carbonite. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. Well, Sony has recently announced the PlayStation 4. Well, they announced it. They haven't really showed the system yet, but they announced a lot of the features and games like that they plan on bringing to it. And I'm pretty interested in it. A lot of people are kind of on the edge and on the fence whether this system is going to be worth the upgrade from the PlayStation 3 and whether you want to spend $500 or $600, however much it's going to cost when it is released to get this thing into your home. But again, Sony has announced a lot of features that we haven't seen yet on a console system. Now, I did a full recap of the PlayStation 4 announcement event, and I'll leave a link down below in the description box if you want to go in and check that out after this video. But some new features and things like that have been talked about and came out after the announcement. Now, the first thing is that Sony announced that every single PlayStation 4 game will be available to download digitally. So you don't have to actually buy a disc or go to a GameStop or go to Best Buy, anything like that. So you don't have to go into Best Buy, you don't have to wait in long lines at GameStop to get the latest version of Call of Duty. You'll be able to download that game onto your PS4. Now, that does raise a lot of concerns because one, storage space. I mean, these games are, currently being shipped on Blu-ray discs for the PlayStation 3, and Blu-rays can hold a lot of information. So now you're talking about downloading all that information on a PlayStation 4 hard drive, and that could take up a lot of space. Two, download speeds. Everybody doesn't have the fastest internet, and unless they do something similar to what Steam does, where Steam allows you to pre-download the game, and then at a certain time when the developer sets, it will go ahead and unlock and allow you to play it, so you don't have to wait till 12 o'clock midnight and then start downloading. You can download a week earlier and things like that. Unless they do something like this, I think that downloading games can take a long time. Now, I do think that all the popular games will still be available on both formats, the physical disc and also the download, like the Call of Duties and Battlefields and things like that. But Sony is kind of making it clear that in the future, we'll probably see most of the games, and a vast majority of the games, be available for download digitally only, and that will save the manufacturers and the game developers a lot of money on retail, but they'll probably still charge us the same price, which sucks with the consumers. I don't think that's fair. And also with this download strategy, I think Sony hopes to kind of cut off the used game market that GameStop and other companies have really been making a lot of money off of. And I can't really blame Sony for wanting to do this because the whole strategy is for you to go out and buy games. But I think the cloud services that they're offering, and the one service that allows you to go into the PlayStation Store and actually stream a game and play it before you actually buy it to decide whether you want to get it or not, I think that's going to help offset kind of the used game market just a little bit. But all in all, I think this digital download strategy has its upsides and also has its downsides as well. But I think for the most part, it'll be good for the average consumer. Now, staying on the topic of downloading, the PlayStation 4 will be able to handle 4K content as far as photos and videos. There's been no word on 4K gaming just yet, and I don't blame them because nobody has 4K TVs in their homes yet. They cost way too much, and I really haven't seen one in the wild yet. But at least we know that the PlayStation 4 will be future-proof, so when 4K content does become a little bit more mainstream, we'll be all set and ready to go with the PlayStation 4. Now, Sony has also come out and said that all those cool cloud features that they showed off at their press event aren't going to be available on day one. They said that it'll be pretty amazing if they can get everything available on launch day, but more than likely that is not going to happen. Now, we don't know which features are going to be available, which ones are not, but if you can tell by if you were watching that event live as it was being streamed to Ustream and other services like that, it was lagging, it was kind of freezing. So they have a hard time streaming their press event. Just imagine gamers streaming their games and downloading games and downloading software updates and doing all this stuff in the cloud. I mean, they're gonna need a really solid infrastructure to be able to make all this stuff work. But at least Sony is ambitious, and hopefully they can get everything to be working in a timely manner. But on day one, don't expect to have all the cool features that they showed off. Now, even with all this new news, we still have a lot of unknowns about the PlayStation 4 that we need to find out. We don't know what the system looks like, what type of inputs it's going to have, the price point, and a lot of little things like that. But I think Sony will announce all of this information at E3 this year, which goes down in June. So we expect to hear a lot of information from Sony, but probably also Microsoft as well at that event. But again, ultimately, I think the success of the PlayStation 4 is going to come down to the games, and I really hope to see a lot of games at E3 and hopefully get my hands on with some of these games, including Watch Dogs and Killzone and things like that. But anyway, I think ultimately the PlayStation 4 again is going to come down to the games and what type of gameplay is going to be interesting that developers can do with this new hardware and all of this power. So anyway, I just want to recap some of the new news about the PlayStation 4. It's a really popular subject right now, so I just wanted to inform all of you guys. Leave a comment down below what you think about all this news with the PlayStation 4. If you think it's going to be successful, if you think it's not going to be successful, I want to hear what you guys think. But before I do officially end this video, it's going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. Today's sponsor is Carbonite. Carbonite Online Business Backup is a backup solution which is automatic and is for your computers, your hard drives, your servers that may be at your home office or your small business. So say something happens to your computers, like they crash or somebody breaks in and steals them, you'll still be able to access all of your files that were backed up because Carbonite does that automatically, and you and your employees can even access them on a smartphone or an iPad with the free Carbonite app. So for a low flat fee, Carbonite will keep your business protected no matter how many computers you have, and you can start a free trial right now, no credit card needed, at carbonite.com with the offer code SOLDIER today, and you'll get 2 months free if you decide to buy. Again, that's carbonite.com, and the offer code for 2 months free is SOLDIER. So again, guys, thanks for watching this video. Again, if you want to follow me or stalk me or do whatever you want to with me, well, that doesn't sound right. But if you just want to connect with me on all my different social networks, all those links are down below to my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and things like that. But again, thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.